Top of the morning, everyone. Today is December the 17th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over what big money's focusing on, and everything else that you need to know for today. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So starting off with data, just had mortgage applications and mortgage market index. Not necessarily the best, so applications came in at negative 3.8. Market index came at 315, so wasn't that great. A couple of Fed speakers today, but that's pretty much it for today. So it's going to be more of a quiet day, although you're seeing the futures quite green. So Dow is up 0.5, S&P up 0.42, NASDAQ up 0.45. I do believe that there's a couple main reasons why we are starting to trend higher, one of which is right here. So we have Micron earnings after hours today. So the market is a little bit more optimistic, I think, in their case, rather than Oracle and Broadcom. Although if Micron does give some bad future guidance, you could see that same type of volatility. But in my opinion, the main reason why we are moving higher is because of Wedbush. So Wedbush is typically seen as that firm that's outside the box, that likes to talk about disruptive companies, and for the most part, they are somewhat accurate. So Wedbush initiates coverage on quantum computing stocks. And prior to this, a lot of those stocks were kind of getting beaten down quite hard. So I think at the end of the day, this is kind of renewing the market's kind of appetite for risk, if that kind of makes sense. One thing as well that kind of justifies that is this. So this is a fear and greed index, which right now is under the neutral category. Again, means that people's appetite for risk has increased quite significantly since we were under the extreme fear. Moving on from here though, SoFi, no news, no SEC filings. It is up slightly, largely just piggybacking off the broader market. Shorts are now returning about 6,000 shares. 9.17% of the free floats being shorted, works to be 113.6 million shares overall being shorted. So shorts have been doing their own thing. So it is back to being kind of inverse. So that does mean that there is more shares being shorted than on loan. So there's about 112 if you want to round up. So yeah, definitely some interesting stuff for today with it at 2670. It is trading between these 2 points, so this pivot and this S1. So 2648, 2710 is going to be the next strong support and resistance points. Feel free just to pause the video if you're one of those individuals that wants to kind of dollar cost average, swing trade, because yeah, I think overall today, in fact, over the next couple trading days, we should have some very volatile times. Moving on from here, NIO, they are not really doing too much, nothing really speculative coming out. They are, for the most part, trading within a set range, although shorts right now are returning about 45,000 shares. 7.62% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 155 million shares overall being shorted. And then as well, we do see more shares being shorted than on loan. So some sketchiness happening with NIO as well. Right now with that 501, it is trading between this pivot and this S1. 497, 495, 491. I'm looking at the 1 minute chart on a side note. So this is very finite. So for those of you that want to, again, dollar cost average or just simply day trade, this will be more relevant. So 497, 495, and then 491 as support levels, 502, 506, and 508 as the next strong target / resistance points. So yesterday it was pretty much just trading between this pivot and this S1. Like I said, very finite. Today we might see some more volatile times, and in my opinion, even though we are in the red so far during the pre-market, I have a feeling that we might be moving up a little bit, but who knows, maybe I just jinxed it, my bad. But moving on, ticker BEAT, so Heartbeat or Heartbeam Inc. So they are up roughly about 16%, merely just piggybacking off of their pre-existing momentum, as there wasn't really any news or anything that has come out today. They are doing some amazing stuff, up 91.96% over the last 5 days. So again, I think just a lot of momentum, strong momentum is building. Shorts are returning about 32,000 shares. 24.82% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 6.7 million shares. So all-time high short interest, and shorts have really tried their best to suppress it. Clearly it hasn't worked out too well, but anticipate a lot of volatile times ahead for this stock as well. Right now with at $3.99, it is trading between this R3 and this R2. So $4.49 and then $6.62 is going to be the next strong support, or sorry, target points. $3.67 is going to be the next strong support. So in my opinion, I think that this could easily get to that $4.49 today. And if it gets it above that in like the first hour, then potentially you could even see that $6.62 on the table. So this one will be a good day trade. RZLV, no news from them today. Just yesterday's news was pretty phenomenal, caused it to go up 28%. So I did a dedicated video about this stock on one of my other YouTube channels, but looks like they did raise guidance again, because they previously did say that there was going to be about 150 million in ARR by the end of 2025, and it looks like now it's going to be exceeding 200 million. So market really liked that. So I anticipate most likely RZLV to really move higher, possibly even a couple of new analyst ratings. Although shorts are increasing about 10,000 shares, 13.02% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 15.4 million shares overall being shorted. Couple points though, with a 313, it is trading between this pivot and this S1, so 271, 337 is going to be the next strong support and target. And then last but not least, ticker is ELAB. So this stock is down about 7.15%. They did actually put out news today though. So this stock, for whatever reason, did have a nice bump up to around, I think it was 410, 420. So this stock could be a good day trade. Biotechs, as I've mentioned, aren't really my forte. So this is kind of what came out about it. So phase 3 is intended to generate meaningful biological data, blah, blah, blah. So take the time, research this and go over this, but this is kind of what's causing it to go higher and as well lower. So interesting stuff. Shorts are increasing about 5,000 shares, and that's kind of a big deal. I know it doesn't seem like much, but given only 37,000 shares are being shorted right now, them increasing 6,000 shares is an increase of 17%. 5.6% of the free floats being shorted though, so obviously I don't really see this being a squeeze play. With it at 304, it is trading between this S2 and this S3. 257 and then 327, 370 and 441 is going to be the next strong support and targets. So again, you can kind of see how it did go up quite significantly. First thing, had a nice pop to like $4 range, and then it just dropped like a rock. So this news was kind of the culprit. So do your own due diligence. Let me know your thoughts on kind of how you feel the market is going to be today. One thing to take notice though of is that we are seeing very, very low volumes. So potentially, even though the market is fairly optimistic, this might be another one of those kind of bull type of traps. So just heed with caution, in my opinion. But you guys, again, do whatever floats your boat. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And then one final thing, pop over to my Patreon if you're looking for some solid on-point buy signals on stocks, options, crypto. Put out daily day trades, numerous swing trades worthwhile too. Pop over there and check that out. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.